Conversation analysts use a lot of symbols to indicate sounds in talk. This is my rough and speedy guide. It's useful to remember three things about CA transcripts. Number one, the notations were developed for typewriters and they've been updated for computers bit by bit. Number two, many other scientific fields publish transcripts as well, but they rarely contain the kind of detail seen in CA. People, after all, don't talk in full sentences and tidy one-by-one turns. Real talk is messy, so in order to study it, we need a transcription system that reflects that. Number three, most CA papers are only published with their transcripts, not with the recordings. It's only in the last few years or so that people have started to have reliable ways of publishing audio and video files rather than just the transcripts. For most of CA's scientific history, since the 1960s, the transcript has had to stand in for the recording of the interaction, and so it needed to convey as much as possible about how the interaction occurred. Okay, let's go. Here is an example transcript with its recording.
Robin, how did you and Barney meet?
No. No. Barney and I are not together. No.
Really? 34 no's.
Let's break this down piece by piece. First things first, overlaps. CA is the only discipline I know of that investigates how people overlap each other's talk. People often talk at the same time as others, and this happens in a really systematic way, although we'll talk about that more in another video. The important thing is to be able to notate in a transcript where and when this overlap occurs. Overlap is one of the most obvious and common differences between scripted interactions, such as on TV, and live interactions, such as a news interview or family dinners, chatting with friends, and so on. Overlaps are indicated with square brackets. The opening bracket indicates the exact moment of overlap onset. The closing bracket is not always present, especially when both speakers trail off. But if there's a clearly defined endpoint, then there is a closed bracket. Next up, silences. Interaction is full of silence, and these can be notated with brackets and tenths of a second, round brackets this time. This is only done when the silence is greater than a tenth of a second. A single tenth of a second is just a period or full stop to save space. Anything larger requires actually indicating the numbers. Next are relative markers. Emphasis and volume are related, although they can be marked separately. Emphasis gets an underline, and volume increases are done by adding more and more capitals throughout the transcript. If necessary, use exclamation marks. The reverse, whispering, is indicated with degree signs. Another common change is the speed, stretch, and pitch. Speed is indicated with angle brackets or greater than, less than signs. Faster talk gets the points in, as if the speech is condensed, and slower talk gets the points out, as if the speech is taking up more space. Stretch is for when certain syllables are lengthened. Colons are added for longer and longer stretches. Pitch is when speakers bring out their inner pixie or inner troll and speak with high or lower pitch. All of these are relative because you indicate them in relation to the surrounding talk of the same speaker. So if the recording picks up the person who's closer to the microphone better, and thus that person sounds louder, you don't indicate them in the transcript as louder compared to the other voices. You only indicate loudness relative to their own voice. Next are punctuation marks. Punctuation in CA transcripts is not used to indicate grammar, so please forget everything you know about punctuation and grammar right now. I know it's hard. You can do it. A full stop or period indicates a falling tone at the end of a turn, to say that you are done now. At the end, it's over. On the other hand, a comma indicates a list, such as when speakers keep talking, and they keep talking, and listing, and they go on, and you keep thinking, when does this turn end? But it keeps going and going. A question mark indicates that the tone swings upward at the end of a turn. Do you see what I mean? Finally, there are tone markers. A hashtag or number sign indicates creaky voice. A tilde represents quavers, and a dollar sign or pound sign can represent smiley voice. And you can also represent laughter, down to every little laugh sound using H's, including when you laugh inside words. H's are also used for sighing and for breathing in. Oh, and one more thing, round brackets and parentheses. Single parentheses enclose a segment of talk that is hard to hear or marked as uncertain from the transcriber's point of view. Double parentheses enclose comments about the talk, such as sarcastic, or sometimes gestures or expressions that are described. However, there's another set of conventions for transcribing body motion and gesture in these transcripts, and we'll need to do those in another video. Now it's your turn. Try transcribing another clip from this show, the one that actually aired, which is slightly different. I'll put mine at the end after a pause. My version of the transcript, though, isn't the only objective version that's possible. Transcripts are about highlighting things that happen in the actual data, not about having one perfect version of how things actually were in the world. It does, however, show you what I'm trying to demonstrate in my analysis, and it can be verified by going back to the video. Good luck transcribing!
Robin, how did you and Barney meet?
No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Barney and I are not together. No. No.
Really? 16 no's. Really?
Robin, how did you and Barney meet?
No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Barney and I are not together. No. No.
Really? 16 no's. Really?
Thank you very much to the Center for Research in Communication and Culture at Loughborough University for supporting this video.